Jermaine Carmichael has a criminal history that spans nearly 2 decades. Investigators say he served time in prison for manslaughter and has a history of violating his probation time and time again. Now he's accused of opening fire on a woman following a dispute and is once again wanted by the U.S. Marshals Service. October 31st, 2023, Southwest Baltimore's Montclair neighborhood. It's Halloween. The trick-or-treaters are done for the night. The candy gone, but a Baltimore woman still in for a scare. She tells investigators as she and another woman are cleaning out her car outside of her home here on South Gilmore Street, a familiar face appeared.
Mr. Carmichael approaches her.
Investigators say the woman recognized the man as 36-year-old Jermaine Carmichael and says he got out of his car, pulled a gun from his waistband, and pointed it at her.
The woman jumps into her car, throws it into drive, and attempts to flee the scene.
Then, the sound of a gunshot.
She hears a sound, and what was later found was a bullet hole in her lower driver's side door. Carmichael fired his weapon, and it hit the driver's side door.
The woman reports the incident to police and tells investigators she believes Carmichael was targeting her due to her involvement in a prior incident between Carmichael and his girlfriend.
And during the conversation with law enforcement officers, she says that she was involved in an altercation with Mr. Carmichael. She feels like she was targeted. Mr. Carmichael at that time was actually having an argument with his girlfriend, and she, I believe, went to intervene.
What was that argument about?
At this time, we do not know what that argument was about.
Investigators look into Carmichael and quickly realize not only is he on federal probation for drug-related and gun charges, but has an extensive criminal history that dates back to 2005. Over the past 2 decades, court records show arrests and/or convictions for drug distribution, possession, assault, and in 2010, a murder charge.
This was a 2010 beating death of a man. Mr. Carmichael was charged with murder. He actually pled that down to a manslaughter case.
Records show Carmichael was sentenced to 10 years in prison, with half of that suspended, and 3 years probation for the manslaughter conviction as part of a plea deal, but violated his probation at least twice. In 2013, after being arrested for armed robbery and assault, then again in 2015 for being found in possession of a handgun. Court records show around that same time, Carmichael was charged in a federal case for conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance and a firearms charge. Carmichael still under federal supervision when investigators say he opened fire on a woman as she fled from him in her car.
Mr. Carmichael's criminal history definitely shows that he is a violent fugitive. He shot a firearm at a woman's car. That bullet could have went anywhere, killed somebody, could have killed an innocent bystander.
Carmichael, investigators warned, likely armed and dangerous.
If anybody does see Mr. Carmichael, they call 911. Mr. Carmichael is presumed to be a violent fugitive with a firearm.
Investigators believe Carmichael is likely still in the Baltimore region, so take a good look. He's described as standing at about 5'6" and weighing approximately 140 pounds. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshals Service. The tip line number right here, 1-877-WANTED-2. Or you can contact agents directly at 202-819-5058. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.